So welcome. Let's do some third trimester pregnancy exercises, and just to sort of help keep you moving and help keep you mobile whilst you're in the end of this amazing phase of your pregnancy. So I've got a chair here, but you can do these things down on all fours, so we'll do them both ways. But honestly, you choose where you are at the moment and how you're feeling. So with the chair, if you grab a chair, and I want you to have the back of the chair to you, and then pop both hands on the back of the chair for me. And then with your feet, take them a little bit further apart and a little bit further away. And what I'd like you to do with your hands on the chair is just push your bottom away from you, and then just come back up to where's good for you to be tall. And then just push your bottom away from you. Now you won't be able to fall forward, you won't be able to lean forwards very much because of baby or because of your bump. So just see how that feels for you. Now if you're feeling it's just a bit too squished in your tummy, then maybe put your hands a little bit higher. So you could perhaps pop your hands on the wall and do it like that. So you've got your hands up a little bit higher, but still pushing your back a little bit further away from you. And this will just help to release your lower back, your lumbar back, because with pregnancy you may find that baby, your bump, is just pulling you forwards a little bit, and that's natural because of your balance and everything. So hands on the back of the chair again if you want to, feet a bit wider than the chair, and then just push your bottom back, let your head drop, and just see where you can go with that. Come up to be back tall again, and then just allow yourself to let the head drop again. So I'd like you to do one more of those. That's it. Perfect. So from here then, hands on the chair, or you can do hands on your hips, it doesn't matter. I'd like you to do a hip circle. So just circling those hips round. Now with your hands on the back of the chair, it just changes the angle ever so slightly, which is also really good for us, particularly in this latter stage of pregnancy. So changing positions is going to be really, really good for you. And then I'd like you to change direction. So circle back round the other way. So you could do this, let's say, with your hands on your hips, back round the other way. And then I want you to just come into the middle, and we're going to do some hip wags, or we're just going to push the hips from side to side. That's it. So when we're on all fours or got our hands on the back of the chair, this feels like you're wagging your hips. So hands on the back of the chair and just wag your hips from side to side. It'll probably give a very different feeling, which is good. That's it. Perfect. And then lastly, we're going to bring these exercises down onto the floor. So I'm just going to take the chair away. So come down onto the floor any way you want to, any way that suits you. And then onto all fours here. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. And then from here, I'd like you to do a cat stretch. So imagining you're lifting your baby away from the floor, and then let the hips drop. And the same thing again. So lift baby away from the floor, let the head drop, and release. And again, so this exercise is called cat-cow. So you let the tummy drop, and then as you lift baby up off the floor, and two more of those. That's it. So just checking in with yourself, seeing how you're feeling, seeing how bump is, how your baby is. And then from here, I'd like you to circle your hips. So just circling your hips. Now doing this on all fours, it's also going to help with upper body strength and bone density. So as you circle your knees, circle your hips, you can make your knees go a little bit wider. So each time you move, you can circle wider. You can take your hands wider too. And as you come back, push your bottom back behind your knees, and then come over to the side, lean forwards over your hands, and then back around. Now if you've got sore wrists or carpal tunnel, you won't want to be load bearing quite so much here, or you may not want to be doing this at all. You may want to just have your hands on your knuckles as you do this, but that's less stable. Change direction, so going round in a circle here, so leaning forwards and just circling nice and big. Sit back, just progressively getting this circle nice and big. That's it. So one more of those for me, and then come back into the middle. So as you come back into the middle, just bring your hands and knees back into the middle and underneath you, and then from here you can wag your hips. So this is what it looks like. Now with these exercises, they are specifically designed for pregnant girls, but if you'd like your partner or your husband to come and join you, then these would be very good for them to do as well. So swing the hips from side to side, that's it, and then just come back into the middle. So from here then, to rest, open the knees as wide as you can if that's comfortable. Come down onto your elbows and then sit back into your heels, and just open the knees so that your bump, so that your baby can come between your knees. Now depending how big your baby is, you can either pop your hands out in front of you, which is a lovely position to be in, or you can bring your elbows underneath you, or if you want to stack your hands, one potato, two potato, you can do that. And just take some lovely breaths here, in through the nose and out through the nose. And one more breath. And there we go. So at any point, if you're feeling that your back is a little bit achy, or that you want to just release your back, those 3 exercises are really lovely for the lower back. That's it. So just anything like that, moving the hips, hands on the hips, circling the hips, hands on the back of the chair or a table, rounding the back, but getting down on the floor if you can ultimately will give you really lovely relief too. So I hope that was helpful. All right, take care and thank you for joining.